Hey guys, welcome back to TakeOver Tuesday. It's so good to have you. And man, we got a little bit of a surprise for you, a little twist in the action. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever found it a struggle having to challenge them with thought processes, or like if they're maybe going down the wrong path and you're having to hold them accountable? Are they listening to your voice or are they just turning you off? Because the perception by a lot of us is they don't want any instruction. They don't want any discipline. They don't want any correction. But I don't think we're seeing that.
Yeah, no. So I love that you asked that, because Tim and I were just talking about this on Sunday. There are a handful that will respond very well to the correction.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to that heart. Like, I know your heart. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I didn't know. How do I work through this? Can you help keep me accountable? And then you do have some that will resist it, but it's amazing how they come back and they thank you for it. They thank you for bringing it to their attention and giving them the space to process, to learn, and even to just sit with the Lord. We always encourage them, sit with the Lord. Like, our voice can't be the loudest voice in your life, but we are here to help you.
Yeah.
And so most of the time they come back. Some take a month. Most of the time it's within a couple of days they come back and they're like, okay, I see that now. I didn't before, but I do now. And honestly, they're quick to apologize. Like, they genuinely feel bad. And it's amazing to watch that, because of that misconception that, like, oh yeah, I'm too good for you. I already know. Like, they're not like that.
Yeah. So I want to dispel the myth for a lot of leaders that this generation is totally lawless.
Yeah.
They're not. They're just lost. Really, they're without direction. They're not lawless, and they're hungry. I mean, I have been shocked at a couple of young men that they said they had a call of ministry on their life. And like, literally, I sat down with them and said to one young man, if you touch one of my girls again, I'm probably going to kill you.
Right.
And you're not allowed to do that. And this is how it's going to work.
Yeah.
And it was not bucking up on me. It was, Pastor, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. You're right. Please help me. I want to be holy. I want to live a right life.
Yeah.
Please help me, hold me accountable. It was just the opposite reaction of what I thought I would get.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that over and over and over again, which should be good news for everybody.
Yeah.
That's a leader that's watching us, because that's telling you they're hungry for more than what we think they're hungry for.
Yeah.
And so anyway, it's difficulties. What's the challenges you've run into?
Personally speaking, I have 4 kids myself, so I tend to want to mother them, and they're not always looking for a mother. Now, I have a couple that they want to be mothered. But for the most part, they're looking for just authenticity. I know that's a broken record. I'm going to keep saying that. So I think for me, what's hard is really, truly not trying to mother them, hear them, learn them, and not want to fix them. I'm also a fixer. Yeah. So I can't fix them. Yeah. Right. Only Jesus can. And, but I think the other difficulty just in general is really trying to be led by the Holy Spirit and just make sure that we're being in tune to the questions they have, the concerns, because they'll come to you and they'll start talking. But as soon as I start talking and I'm the one dominating the conversation, they shut down. Right. And so as a leader, sometimes it's hard, like as a mother, as a fixer, it's hard to just sit there and want to be like, okay, just listen, and not want to just put in my input right away, learning them. Another difficulty I would say is they don't want to be bought. Like, they don't want to be bought. Sure, if you take them out to dinner and you buy their food, most of the time they will be like, no, like, that's not why we want to meet with you. Right. But
I've had that.
Yes. And honestly, most of the time they'll want to buy my coffee, my food. And it's like, okay, but I'm trying to learn you.
Which is so unusual. I mean, it's so, you wouldn't think it'd be opposite of that.
Right. They understand how important my time is. And so that's been new for me to figure out. But really just learning to hear them, receive from them, because they also want to feel like they can give something, whether that's buying my coffee or meal, encouraging. Sometimes they'll encourage us, and hearing that and receiving it. If you aren't willing to hear them, they're not going to come back.
Right.
And then I would say another difficulty is just, not wanting to be flashy, not wanting to overdo something.
So this is another thing I was hoping you would get into, because the one thing I've noticed about our conversation that I think is significant is that you've not one time mentioned style or any kind of like brand, or that style, like a certain style is not what's attracting them. That's not, and so you guys as leaders might think, hey, you're going to throw out something and be super flashy with it, and that's going to get their attention. It actually might have the opposite effect, because I was actually told that made us appear to be fake. I mean, they see through it.
They really do. And even like you brought up Topgolf, we all went to Topgolf, and it was our core group that really have bonded and made friendships that go outside of this building.
Right.
And so, not everybody wants to be a part of that, and that's okay. Young adults is a hard age, because they're not being driven to church literally by their parents.
Right.
They're not being forced to go, especially being in a college town. They have a choice.
Yeah.
They don't have to show up.
Yeah.
And believe you me, they don't. And they'll tell you. They will tell you why they're not coming, and it will be because they're tired. And you're like, so am I, you know?
Suck it up.
Right. But the consistency to them is in the relationship. We have so many young adults that will say, hey, I'm not coming tonight, but I'll see you Sunday at church. Hey, I'm not coming tonight, but I promise you I'll be there next week. And they do. They follow up, and they will be there the next week. So just knowing that even in their inconsistency to show up on your meeting night or when you guys gather, that don't just write them off, because they're also trying to figure out their lives, where they implement, and the struggles of making adult friendships. I mean, that's new, that's hard, whether they, because I know in our specific young adult group, we have some that go to college, we have some that are married and are 20, we have some that are working full time and have careers. So it's very diverse in that. And so it's like, okay, sometimes at young adults is when we give them the space to hang out.
Right.
Before, while we're eating our meal, they hang out. Tim and I walk away. We let them have their time together, create relationships, bonds, friendships. And then afterwards, we normally have to tell them we have to go home because we're so tired. But they long for that community.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Let's end like this. I mean, this is some great information for you guys. And if you have questions, if you'll put them down in the comments section, maybe we'll do a follow-up episode. But at the very least, I'll let Lindsey answer some questions for you. And if you want to, you can actually get in touch with them, and we can show you what we do or tell you what we do. We're glad to help you navigate this. Final thoughts on it. I'm a pastor. I'm a leader. I have a heart. I'm not seeing any results. What would you say to the person who's about to just give up on it because they think that there's no way it's just not happening?
Yeah.
I just don't have, what would you encourage them with?
I would say just keep pressing into the ones you have and listen to them. And our prayer has just been, Lord, give us the ones that you want us to walk with.
Yeah.
And that in the simplicity has been working for us. And it's not always easy. It's it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
It's not easy at all. But just knowing that this week, next week, 6 months from now, like, what is this going to look like? And I think that has been, we're not just looking at this week. We're here now. And, when we meet, we're always excited. We expect great things. We're always hopeful. And in that, we know that God is a relational God. So if he lives in me and I can be relational with these kids, again, we started with 8.
Right.
And that was enough. And knowing that
8 was enough.
8 was enough. 8 was enough. It was in those moments, it wasn't like we were broadcasting it to anybody until all of a sudden, we had 22 young adults in our living room and our 4 kids are going, what is happening, on a Saturday night. And we were like, I don't know what's happening. And then it was just like, okay, Lord, like, you did this.
Right.
The young adults will do the work for you.
Yeah.
But you have to allow them the space to be heard and loved.
Guys, I want to say to you, don't buy into the hype that it has to be big to be effective.
Yeah.
Because with this generation, sometimes it's 1 or 2 that really matter. And you never know the 1 or 2 that sets everybody else on fire and, becomes your leader or goes out into the world and does something significant. So quit buying into the hype that it has to be big in order for it to be good.
Right.
It doesn't.
Yeah. I would also say this. I loved that when we started in our house and then we transitioned to being on staff with you, it was this amazing domino effect that, like, we just loved these young adults that we had. And the ones that were coming to our house were not actually people who attended our church.
Exactly.
And so from that point, it then was this domino effect of, like, then they did on their own without us telling them to. They came to church. And from there, they brought people to church.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do the work. Tim didn't have to do the work. Even on campus, we're noticing, like, these kids create relationships. They will go out and do it.
Yeah.
They just need you to be confident in them and know that they can do the job. Give them clear expectations and they will do it, and they will do it with excellence if you allow them to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you give them the grace to fail, then they will hear your your correction, and they will take that.
Step up.
They
step
will.
up.
And so that allow them to be adults, even though I call them kids because I mother them, like, allow them to be adults, but love them like children.
That's right. That's right. Well, guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. Lindsey,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks, Pastor.
I know. I got her. She walked in today and I said, oh, you're doing a podcast with me and we're going to talk. Guys, again, we want to help you.
Yeah.
And we're willing to share any information that we know. We don't have a corner on the market, of course, but we want to help you.
Yeah.
So leave us some comments in the comment section. Leave us some questions. We'll get together and we'll answer those questions for you and try to respond any way that we can. I just want to encourage you. Believe God for the next generation.
Yes.
Don't believe the press that you're reading, that this generation does not want God, that they're godless.
Right.
That might be true, they're godless, but they're looking for God.
Yeah, they are.
The problem is they don't want hype. They don't want a show. They just want some real authentic people who will come alongside them and love them and pour into their life. And again, remember, it's really all about the one. It's not about having 100 or 200 or 300. And if that comes, great. But don't get discouraged if it's just 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because you never know the next world changer that you're raising up. And it doesn't matter if they actually change the world. It does matter if they're great husbands and fathers and, become good contributors to their community. We just need to look at this from a broader spectrum than just trying to build some large young adult ministry. I mean, we're for that,
right?
But it doesn't do any good to do that if it's not really authentic and it's not really reaching the kids. Yeah. We just wanted to leave you with some hope today that it is possible. There's a generation that's hungry. You just got to pursue them. So Listen, thank you. Thank you, Lindsey.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
thank you, Tim, even though he's not sitting here. Three would be company, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But trust me, if Tim's sitting here, the video's not near as nice looking. Lindsey's the better looking of the two.
Goodness.
But
Thanks,
anyway,
guys.
it makes it easier to watch. But I want to thank her and Tim for all that they do. Our young adults love them, and they work hard. I'm just telling you, they work hard to do it right. But I also want to thank you for tuning in, and do me a favor. You know the drill. Hit everything. Just hit everything. Share everything, because that's the only way we're going to get the word out. And if this has been a blessing to you, just let us know. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining me on this TakeOver Tuesday. I know normally it's a little short teachings, but I just wanted to do something different for the next couple of weeks and pour into your life. We'll see you next week. Go take over the world.